You know, during this time, we do need some really good news, and this is just about as wholesome as it can get. WandaVision reviews are finally in. This is the MCU's first Disney Plus series, and it's saying that it's weird as hell, but in a good way. And after reading this article before I started recording this video, it's exactly what I expected it to be. Now, there are no details given in this article because I want to avoid spoilers for myself and, of course, you, the viewers. But anyways, welcome to News to the Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. My name is Ronnie, and today we're going to be talking about the WandaVision reviews. We'll go over some of the people that got a chance to watch the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, and there's nothing but great reviews, nothing but good things to say about this show, and I am happy, and that makes me even more hyped than I ever was. And mind you, we haven't had a Marvel Studios series, or a movie, should I say, in over a year now, and I'm kind of in the mood for more of that Marvel Studios dosage, if you know what I mean. So I better get ready because I'm about to get my high on. Anyways, before I get started, guys, I want you to go ahead and click on subscribe and click on those bell notifications. It really does help the channel a lot. I noticed about 69% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed, and 30.8% of you who do watch my videos, or I'm sorry, who are subscribed, watch my videos. So if you guys can go ahead and please click on that bell notification and subscribe, definitely helps the channel a lot. And also go to my Discord. The link to that is down in the description box below, where you can chat with people like yourself who are into the same kind of things that we are into, like superheroes, games, movies, anime, whatever. We have all the channels for that here in the section, and just drop in and say hi. Don't be shy. And with all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get back to the article. So WandaVision reviews, MCU first Disney Plus series, is weird as hell in a good way. So Marvel sitcom-esque series starring Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany debuts January 15th, next Friday, for those of you who don't know. WandaVision debuts in less than 1 week on Disney Plus, making or marking the first new Marvel Studios project to be released in more than a year. And lucky for all of you Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, the first reactions from those who have seen episodes 1 to 3 of Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany led show are very positive. WandaVision reunites Olsen and Bettany as their Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, Wanda, Maximoff, and Vision, and finds the two living in an idyllic suburban life in Westview. Of course, nothing is what it seems, mostly because Vision is still very much dead following Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. WandaVision also features the returns of Kat Dennings and Randall Park as their MCU characters, Darcy Lewis and FBI agent Jimmy Woo. Catherine Hahn and Teyonah Parris also star, with the latter actress playing the grown-up version of Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel. Comicbook.com's Brandon Davis tweeted Saturday that the show is truly unlike anything the MCU has put out before, adding, "I can't emphasize that enough. It is a blast to watch. It is so committed to the sitcom structure of storytelling that it feels like a bold risk. But it pays off and builds a mystery. It is awesome. Watch 3 episodes of WandaVision and the show is weird as hell in a good way." Geeks of Color owner Dorian Parks tweeted, "2 things are clear. Marvel is dedicated to parodying classic sitcoms, and 2, the MCU is finally back. WandaVision, it's a gas." Now, that's an old expression used back in the day. I mean, you'd never hear anybody say that anymore. But after screening the first 3 episodes, and that was also a reference to one of the episodes of WandaVision, I'm hooked. Tanya Lamb of The Geekly Show wrote, "Fun, clever, and marvelous. The quirky 30-minute sitcom style leaves you wanting another episode each time." So here are the tweets that I was referring to when I was reading that article. This is from BD, Brandon Davis. And then here's another one, Dorian Parks, which is the tweet I just finished reading from that article. And he had a takeaway. So the biggest takeaway, it seems like the cast had a blast filming the series. Lots of joy on the screen. Can't say much, but I'm excited to see Wanda and her powers play into the plot and what the arrival of Monica Rambeau means. So that also hypes me up. It's always exciting to see actors be all excited and just they appear to have a good time filming the series that they're in, or movie, whatever it is. It kind of bums me out when the actors are noticeably unenthused or just exhausted or not feeling it or just phoning it in. The audience can actually feel that. But when you can see the actors giving 120%, 150%, whatever, and they look like they're having a lot of fun doing this, it just makes it all that much better. And because of these good news and because of all the praise that this series is receiving, I am even more hyped than ever, and I cannot wait to see what Marvel Studios has for us in store, like for the future. And at least, you know, this is going to open a lot of opportunities. And I've been hyped before. I've had some theories about how this is going to like open the doors to more of the like the multiverse. It's going to expand the multiverse. We're going to have some new character introductions like Monica Rambeau, Wicked and Speed, and of course various other characters. And some characters are even returning. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, I mean, I can go through all these tweets. I'll read a few of them. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. But here, Ash Crossan says, never thought my favorite Avenger, Wanda, would take me back to the old Nick and Night days. So if you watch Nickelodeon at Nick and Night, like it was like around after 10 p.m. or something like that, they'd stop showing the cartoons and they would make room for like a lot of the Nick and Night shows, like, you know, I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver, and I don't think the Brady Bunch was there, but there's a lot of old black and white shows that actually took up that time slot, and then for people just to get into it, you know, there was no other channels that had that time slot available, but Nick at Night actually, you know, allowed it. So I mean, these shows were really family friendly, and that's kind of like what the first 2 or 3 episodes of WandaVision is going to be emulating, the family friendly series sitcoms. It's all safe and everything, and I think they're going to show the very first 2 episodes next Friday on January 15th. I guess just to avoid confusion, because people who are not familiar with the comics or WandaVision or like the concept of WandaVision and just don't know anything, and they're going blind. Some people may think that like the whole series is going to be black and white and by 4:3 aspect ratio, but that's not the case. It's just to get it over with. I mean, this is actually going to be jumping from sitcom to sitcom, like at least it's going to be emulating it, or I guess parodying sitcom to sitcom, like every single episode. So the first 2 episodes are probably going to take care of, like, you know, like it's going to like parody I Love Lucy, Leave It to Beaver, and the Dick Van Dyke Show and everything like that, and Bewitched. Those sitcoms really were in that era where it was black and white, like in the 40s or 50s. So I think those first 2 episodes are going to like be parodying those. And then we move on to like TV in color, where like the 60s, you had, I guess, the 60s and 70s, excuse me, you had like the Brady Bunch, Family Ties, and some other various sitcoms that were in like the 60s and 70s. And then we move on to the 90s with like Roseanne and so on and so forth. So I mean, I'm very excited. There's just nothing but great tweets and, you know, nothing but positivity flowing. And it's something that we can really use, especially during the first week of 2021, which has been kind of like a total disaster, a really total crap fest. So Eric Goldman says, I've seen the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, and man, is it my jam. If you fret that all superhero stories can feel the same, here's a big proof of otherwise. I found it delightfully tripping and intriguing. I love what I've seen so far and can't wait to see the entire season. And that's another thing. He actually proves a good point. I actually had mentioned earlier in another WandaVision video I think I did, where I mentioned that this series looks like it's going to be breaking those conventions of Marvel Studios films. Because a lot of the Marvel Studios films, the MCU movies, and I'm saying this as a fan, I'm still a fan no matter what, and I won't deny this, and I will not be the last person to deny it. A lot of these movies can seem a little formulaic, and they do have like this formula to them in the way that they are. But this, starting with this, is going to be breaking those conventions, and it's going to take it to an entirely different route, open the doors to different opportunities, make it weird, of course, and we're going to be exploring the very weird side of the Marvel universe. So I'm glad that Marvel Studios is starting with this. I'm extremely ecstatic and very excited. No, not enough words, like words cannot put or express how excited I am about the series. So I mean, I do have a few theories as to who can be introduced, like even Mephisto, like certain villains like Mephisto, Nightmare, and maybe we can actually explore alternate dimensions of like alternate versions of the existing characters of the MCU. Like, those are my theories that this series can lead. That, like, look at all these tweets right here. I'm not gonna go read them all, but you get the point. Nothing but positivity across the board for this series, and I'm very excited. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much everything I just wanted to cover for tonight, and just share with you about the good news. You know, share the good news with you. There's no need to despair. You're gonna go in enjoying this from the first minute this series airs on Disney Plus, premieres on Disney Plus, and it's gonna be a ride. And I'm very happy about this for the show, and I'm happy that there's just nothing but positive reviews for the series. And with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on notifications so you all don't miss anything. Join my Discord. The link to that invitation is down in the description box below, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.